Hey guys, Video Fletcher here, and basically this is an interesting game. I'm actually excited to put this up. I haven't put up a Play Smarter series in about a month, so I thought I would get a good gameplay for you. So I went on my second account and I played some Gears 1, as that's the only Gears game I can actually play, as I'm banned from Gears 2. But I know you're probably thinking, oh, a Gears 1 ranked match, it's not really that skillful, and you're right, it's not. But the methods I kind of employ work, and I pick up, in a first to 5, I pick up 24 kills, and I end up on 666 points, so kind of the devil number there. So I've rushed the boom shot. Now that way near the torque bow area is the quickest way to get boom. Mausoleum's a very underplayed map, mainly because it's not like on the MLG / kind of GB circuit. Well, it's on the GB, but you know, no one would really play it. They'll always choose the other set of maps. So I've pushed the chainsaw guy there, and I've stunned him. Just if someone's coming out with a chainsaw, you have to get that stun off, and then they're dead. So you notice the stun's really effective in this game. In Gears 2, not so effective, as there basically isn't one, which is something I didn't like. I think if you swung a grenade, you should get stunned. So I flank my way behind them, and I pick up the 3 kills for that one round. Now in my Sony Vegas, there's actually no sound for this gameplay, so that should be fixed. But if that doesn't get fixed, then I'll just put some music, and I'll give you a link to the music, as it's all copyright free. So again, I'm going to go to the boom, the torque bow way to the boom shot, as it's the fastest way possible, unless someone goes there obviously and ends up in a fight, which is usually what happens in the competitive scrim, even though nobody plays Mausoleum anymore. But it used to happen, because we used to do random maps. So basically what it is, if you go that way and you don't see anybody, you can happily pick up boom, because nobody will beat you to the boom shot. That's how it works. So I'm just kind of waiting it out. You know, there's no point pushing in and being a dumbass. You've got the boom shot, you've got the power. So that should have downed him. So I switched to my shotgun, and I think, you know, is he actually full red? He doesn't go down, so I think I may as well use it. So I pop shot it again and pick up the kill. Now I see the little glow of the torque bow, so I decide to push back. It's all about having the vision in this game. It's like fucking having the force. If you can see things like that, I pick him out just about running, and I see the grenade being thrown, so instead of rolling backwards, I push forwards, because the grenade's already gone past me. So I watch that again, try to corner pistol him, see him out the corner of my eye, the grenade gets thrown, and I push forwards past the grenade, so I don't get stunned. So I'll pick up that kill there. Now, I'm going to wait for the boom shot to respawn, as I'm in kind of the priority area of the map. This is the best area to be in, because it's simply got a boom shot. It's the best weapon really in the game. You can't deny that, because if you had unlimited boom shots, you'd win everything. Now I fire this off as a warning shot, and actually he's a bit dumb, and he holds out and he thinks I'm not going to fire it, but I do a quick shot and actually hit him straight in his chest. Now he's got the torque bow, so I need to push him. I hit the 2 shots, and I'm just going to strafe it, and he has to push me because he's so red. Like I say in Gears, if you're full red, if you roll away, I'll just shoot you in your knees and you'll get down, so you have to push. So immediately you can see I'm on 7 kills, and I'm just carrying my team. This is off host, by the way. It almost was the perfect game, but I got a bit greedy and I got killed towards the end, so you'll see that and I'll explain what happened. So I've decided to switch it up a little bit to get a bit more interesting gameplay, as ranked really isn't a challenge, so I want different tactics to talk about in these commentaries. So I went to sniper to see how I could handle myself. Now I've got 2 people. I watch the flank, hard aim with an active reload, and I get him down. Bit fortunate there, but if he hadn't gone down, he would have been full red. Now the ram's red, so I push him, and I roll sideways. I hate to call it the Iceman roll, because actually probably in 07 when the game first came out, and again there I down him. When he's got a grenade, you're not really sure what he's doing, so just try getting down, because you don't want him jumping into you. Thought that was a headshot there, but as I was saying, I don't really want to call it the Iceman roll, because we actually in like 06, 07 when we used to play it, we used to call it the roll of what was it? the role of danger or something. Something really childish and stupid, because it was like, if it worked, you'd get, you obviously get the kill, but if it didn't, you just look like a fool. So yeah, Iceman kind of coined that phrase, but you know, everybody rolled. You can't really sort of copyright a roll and shot like he has. So I'm on 10 kills there. I need to be explaining a little bit more of what I'm doing, so I'm going to pick that up now. Again, decided to head back to the sniper area, as it worked out pretty effectively. If you notice, my team isn't really helping, so if I die we're going to lose. I see nobody, and then I see these two people. Now this is where I kind of come into my own. Push this guy, keep wall bouncing, they've lost where I am, and just keep the shots on him. Strafe this guy out, and then use the cover, walk straight into him, blind fire, and then again he tries to chainsaw me and I stun him, so I'll take the 3v1 there. So although we kind of were, and I've kind of lost where I am now, I'm with Sony Vegas, so just bear with me 1 second. Yeah, so we'll play it back here. Okay, so what I've done, I'll play it from the actual entire start of that shotgun kind of session, then you get to see kind of what happened and what led up to that moment in time. So we've gone to the sniper area, and we're going to run through here, and don't just dive up into the sniper, because you don't know how many people have gone here. If I had have done that, 3 people would have swarmed me. Now I see these 3 people who've got to deal with the initial threat. We kind of miss a few shots, and then I get a nice chunk shot on him. Back away, dodge that boom shot, and again hip fire it. Now this guy tries to chainsaw me, and I stun him, and I pick up the kill. Now I can take the sniper because it's definitely safe. And there's the last guy here, just trying to get a shot on him through the kind of fence, but Heroum Gold gets the kill. And as you can see by the scoreboard, I'm carrying. Now I just wanted to end this game here, and it would have been like a 5-8 minute game, 5 to 8 minute game, but I actually die, I think, on this round, which is a bit disappointing. One thing I want to talk about, just briefly after this death, I think, is balance. So we'll just see what happens here. Now I see him coming up. Now that's a really important move, so I'm going to pause that and show it you again. It may not look like nothing, it may just look like the guy is absolutely clueless, but what I did in fact was I saw him running up, and everybody goes to that wall and does a cover bust, and by a cover bust I mean slide into cover, run around and shoot. So I know he's going to do that, so I get the initial shot off and I just simply wait for him to slide into cover. That's one of the great things about Gears 1, is once you've chosen to slide into cover, you'll go into that cover, you can't cancel out of it, which is something I like. So you just, to kind of stop a wall bouncer, you just need to aim at the cover you expect him to slide to. Kill this guy with a boom shot again. You notice this whole game I'm holding down the boom shot, which is allowing me to get so many kills, and a nice little melee because I thought it was a pretty decent shot with a boomer. I get a bit greedy here, I just wanted to finish the game off, so I'll push in. Really I shouldn't, because it's, you know, you shouldn't really be pushing in like there. I'm on 16 kills, but you shouldn't be pushing in a fair 1v1. Now that sounds really cheap, but if you can get an advantage, why wouldn't you use it? There I had no real advantage, we're at the same cover, we were both level on health. I had no advantage, neither did he. So it came down to who made a mistake or who played better. So there's no real need to push a 1v1 if you haven't got an advantage. You're either gonna you're just probably gonna lose it. So I think this round I decide to go back to the sniper area, as it's actually been working more often than not, and I'm picking up more kills. So we'll just see what happens here, and then I'll begin to talk about the balance. So I head over to Boomer. So if you kind of just watch the way I play here, whilst I just talk about balance. So I've actually got I should have something that kind of intrigued me when I heard somebody say it, of a StarCraft 2 commentary, because they're really tactical, and it's actually changed the way I think about a game, and I think you should try this. Think of the game as like an overhead view, and you're controlling areas and you're controlling space. And you'll notice I kind of sound like I've got a cold because that's hay fever, but once you're controlling that space, it's really hard for the other enemy to kind of win, basically. If you're on canals and you control that middle bridge, it's hard for them to push up. Similarly, on this map, if you're controlling the boomer area, it's really hard to get a win. So it's all about controlling space and using those advantages and using the tools that you've got to your best ability. Now, when people complain about balance of a game, they kind of, I don't know, they say some things are imbalanced, and to me, it's not balanced if the problem isn't solvable. So, if I've just got that right, let me just check that. Yeah, it's not a balance issue if the problem is solvable. So, let's think of a counter, okay? So, people that come up with counters and so on are kind of silly because the counter is situational. So, you're not always going to have a sniper beats a boom shot. So, say I always beat a sniper with a boom shot, then some may say, oh, the boom shot's overpowered and it's better than the sniper. But you've got to think of the situation that will lead you to gain the advantage. Again, in the gameplay here, this is what I'm quickly just divert off the balance issue for 1 second. And what I like to do is develop a style in a game. So my style is kind of the run and gun, and then try to embarrass your opponent in rank. So what I do here is it's a 3v1, and I strafe this guy out. Now I've got the disadvantage, so I just sidestep, and wall bounce, put the shot on him, and then finish him off with wall bounce. So you just got to be accurate and kind of develop a style that will work for you. I like to attack and then strafe them out, so that's what I do. Sometimes it fails, but I think it's important to try play with a bit of excitement and play with a style that suits you and you enjoy. Then if it kind of pays off, it's a good sense of achievement, and better than playing with a kind of a linear style that's always the same. Kind of switch it up a bit. So basically in Gears 1 you've just got to hit every shot. Sounds very simple, but use the cover to your advantage. You notice I've got quite good placement, I've not been big-headed there, but I think I wouldn't have racked up this many kills without playing this kind of smart or using the placement of the covers. So I'm on 20 kills now, so we'll just jump back to the balance issue. As I was saying, it's not imbalanced if there's a counter. So say I've got a boom shot and I'm versus a snipe. Some may think that if I'm stood next to each other, if I'm stood with a sniper and he's stood with the boom shot, he will always beat me. That doesn't mean the boom shot's overpowered. You can apply this to many things. You're going to need to get to the root of the problem with balance. So is it the fact that the boom shot has too much damage that the sniper can't get a shot in time? Or is it something as simple as saying, he's not using his weapon effectively? A boom shot is a close range kind of rocket, a sniper is a long range weapon. That doesn't mean the boom shot's imbalanced, it means the player's using it wrong. If you've got a sniper and say I'm on mansion, there's a fair distance between the snipe and the boom shot. Now if I get my active reload and you try to push him up the stairs, if I'm accurate, I can down you every time. That doesn't mean the sniper's imbalanced or the boom shots needs improving. That just means I had the better positional play and it allowed me to gain the kill. So that's what you need to think about when you're playing these games. Don't get too stressed out. You need to think about, was the actual reason I died due to a weapon or a glitch in the system, like say I got stuck on cover, or was it something like I wasn't in the right position, therefore next time I go to try that method I'm going to get in a better position and try to improve. It's all about position and gameplay, and just keep trying to do the same thing. I like to work on certain areas. When I started out Gears 1, this sounded silly, but nobody did no-scopes, no one really knew what a no-scope was, and I actually remember a time when I was in a clan, and we were on Raven Down in a private match, and he came into us in a private chat. He told us individually, because you could only have one person in chat at a time, and he was like, right guys, I've just seen this method that this guy was doing in ranked, and it's where you hop from wall to wall. And that was the wall bounce, and that was in like 08, nobody wall bounced. We were like one of the first people to try it. It's like, I'll just quickly speed this up. Yeah, we were one of the first people to try it. So we practiced for days, and it was kind of lame and sad. And we eventually got the hang of, you know, sliding to cover, and then we mixed in shooting in between. You notice there I tried to shoot his ankles through the rocks. So yeah, we kind of were like, you know, once you've practiced that, then we moved into implementing shooting at the same time. So we were slowly building up our skill, and then we could wall bounce. So like everybody that couldn't wall bounce was terrible. Then people found the counter that was the strafe, and then we had to learn how to strafe, but then mixing in an occasional wall bounce to beat them. So it's all about improving a certain area of your game if you want to get better. Another example is when Gears was first starting out, and I'm just to cut off here, I'm sure I was headshotting into here. We didn't know like how to snipe. We didn't blind fire, which I still don't. If you notice, I just never blind fire. That was on him. Yeah, it's coming to the end now, so I'm just gonna thank you all for watching if you've stuck with me. Yeah, so I didn't know how to snipe, so me and this guy called Magic Matt, long time Gears player, doesn't play anymore. But we would like have competitions in ranked, and we would be like, right, you can have snipe this round, I'll have it next round, and we just used a no scope. That's all we did. We wouldn't use our shotgun. We wouldn't full scope. We wouldn't blind fire. We would always no scope. You'd actually be amazed how quickly you get better at doing something if you only restrict yourself to that kind of thing. Say you wanted to only use a pistol. If you only use your pistol in a game, you'll get really better with it. Really better. That was pouring brush. You'll get a lot better with it. So I'll pick up the win here. So it's all about practicing. If you want to get better at sniping, I would say only no scope, because then you get a lot faster at it, and then when he is far away, then you kind of feel like, oh god, I can actually zoom in, and then you get even better. The last kind of smart move I do here was I saw him with a grenade and I needed to reload, so he would have charged me with a grenade and killed me. So quickly pick up the swap out my shotgun, my snipe, pop shot him, and then melee curb stomp, and I get the kill. So I know I kind of strayed off to play smart, but I wanted to kind of give a theory of how to play better rather than just mindlessly talking over. So that was a 24 kill game that lasted 15 minutes, so I think that was a good game for you guys. Really hope you enjoyed it, and please like the video and comment, because I do read every comment and respond to them. And if you've got a particular gameplay that you want sending in, then please do send them in, and I will commentate over them and explain like what you did well, what you did bad, and also give a bit of theory behind it. So again, thanks for watching, guys.